The thought of coming to Dubai made us very, very nervous. Not because it's dangerous here, this is actually one of the safest cities on the planet, but because we thought there's absolutely no way we could travel here on our usual budget. Dubai just has this reputation for borderline ridiculous levels of luxury. I mean, there's lambos on every street corner, gold rings the size of bathtubs, $200,000 pizza, and it's even been crowned the global superyacht capital. So we came here expecting this to be our biggest budget challenge ever. It just seemed impossible. But you know us, we're gonna try anyway.
We're here in Dubai, and you know the drill by now. We've got 3 days here on a normal $100 per day budget. We're standing right outside of the awesome Dara Grand Souk, and our plan today is basically to go from here and take one of these super cool boats to go across the historic district and then go and explore the rest of Dubai. Honestly, on our $100 per day budget, I'm a little nervous. I don't feel like it's gonna go very far here. I don't know. We're also here during a really cool time. This is the holy month of Ramadan right now. We're like right in the middle of it. So, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do, and when you're in Dubai during Ramadan, you do as the Dubaians do. The Dubaians? The Dubaiites. What is it? You do as the Emiratis do. That's much cooler. So in that spirit, we're going to be fasting from sunup to sundown, just like the locals are doing here right now. But I mean, we'll talk more about that later. There's a super cool market we got to check out. Look at all these fun boats. Like, let's get going.
They got souks for everything around here. Gold souk, perfume souk, grand souk, slightly less grand souk, lamp souk, utensil souk, spice souk. Okay, I've said the word souk too many times. Just know that we're going to check out all of them.
This feels like a place that truly you can find anything you need here. We've made it through like 5 different souks now. We're in the utensil souk now. This place is incredible. It's so beautiful. You can get lost and there's alleyways for days. Everyone's been really friendly. There's not a lot of like hassle and no pressure. There's a lot of cute kitties. And it's so incredibly beautiful and it smells good.
Should I buy a giant wooden camel? Should we get one?
So after discussing how complicated the logistics would be to ship a 2-ton wooden camel back home, we thought better of it and then found out that the world's largest gold ring was just around the corner at the Gold Souk. So of course we had to go see the direct physical evidence that I should feel bad because I didn't spend enough on Lisa's wedding band.
21 carats? Is it? Really? Okay, so we just made it to the Gold Souk, which seems very popular. And the most popular thing in this very popular place is the world's largest gold ring, which is right over there. Oh no.
That is all gold. It's wild. We just left the souk and I don't know, I'm loving this area. It's so relaxed, it's beautiful. People are very friendly. It just feels like a fun place to be. It's completely different than what I imagined Dubai to be. I know we're still in the old town, so that's why, but it's like the perfect first place to start, I think. We're in the Abra station. So Abras are these like cool wooden boats that I think people traditionally use and still use to cross the creek. It's supposed to be one of the most affordable ways to get around Dubai, which I'm really excited about. They look really cool.
This gonna grab it? Heck yeah.
You just hop right on and then tell the captain where you want to go and hand them some cash. It was 1 AED or like 30 cents per person.
What a cool way to get around Dubai. I didn't know that there was like an entire creek and whole boat water abra system here. This is incredible. It's 1 dirham per stop. So affordable.
That was 50 cents for us to take that ride. And I think it goes a lot further than what we thought it did. I think it can take us all the way back down to our hotel, which is in the Al Riga area. Okay, so now we're in Bur Dubai, one of the most historic districts here in Dubai.
Whew, yeah, more markets. Let's dive right in. And then we heard our first prayer call since we arrived. It's a beautiful sound that reverberates from all the mosques throughout the whole city at the same time.
There goes the prayer calls on the speakers at all the mosques across the city. It's incredible. It's like almost as soon as you hear them, everything stops in the city for a little bit. It's really peaceful.
This happens 5 times per day, and each mosque has its own unique prayer caller guy, each with a totally different style. The streets emptied out, everything was closed, so we just found a nice bench with a beautiful view and waited.
We made it to the Al Fahidi district. This is just an entire historical area of what old Dubai used to look like. I think we're just going to wander around and get lost. It's incredibly scenic and beautiful. There's tons of different cafes and tea houses and restaurants, of which we're just going to be looking at, but cool place to be.
We kept walking, but we were really starting to just slow down.
It's awesome that that's right there. All I can think about is drinking water right now.
If you're not familiar, during the holy month of Ramadan, most Muslims are required to fast for up to 30 days straight. That means getting up before dawn, usually like 3:30 to 4 a.m. like we did this morning.
4:15.
Eat breakfast called suhoor.
Okay, so we pretty much screwed up everything our first day here. So we got down here too late. Apparently we're supposed to be down here by like 3:30, 3:45 in the morning. Luckily, everybody's here so nice. You made us falafel and brought us an omelet. I feel like such a screw up. And so because we showed up late, it means that the guy working here who helped us out had to put off his suhoor. I just feel terrible, but he was so nice about it the entire time.
And then fast from dawn until sunset.
So we got 2.5 minutes till our fast starts.
This is our first day fasting, and we just kept thinking that a lot of people around us have been at this for like 20 days straight by now, and none of them seem affected in the slightest. So we decided to go ask for some fasting tips from a local.
Okay, so I just went and talked to the guy, and I was walking by. He's like, why are you so tired? I'm like, I'm fasting, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah. I asked him like what his tips are. He said no fried foods, no oily foods, no eggs, basically like all the stuff that we had this morning. And he said all you need to do is just get some meat, get a whole bunch of white rice, and then drink 3 cups of green tea, and then apparently you will not be thirsty all day. And I believe him. He was like, he just comes in here at 8 in the morning after getting up at 4 to do his suhoor, his breakfast in the morning, and then he just works all day carrying heavy stuff, walking around talking to people, selling things just for like 12 hours straight until Iftar, the breaking of the fast, comes tonight at 6:30, and he's just got so much energy and so much enthusiasm, and I'm like, wow. There's got to be something magic in that green tea. We're going to try that tomorrow. And he kept saying like no burgers, no fries, and he'd look directly at me as he would say this. He also said yogurt mixed with the white rice, which I've never tried before, so we're gonna give that a shot as well. I don't know. We're just like coming in. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing, so we're still learning.
It's incredibly beautiful, like the architecture and the covered markets. And there's some like really pretty artwork alongside here. But I think like, I'm not really sure what else to do besides shopping here.
So we took the hint and did a little shopping of our own.
Necklace for 5 dirham, about $1.30.
We had seen a lot of the older parts of Dubai, and now it was time to check out some of the newer and significantly taller parts of Dubai.
And we're going to get our first experience with the Dubai Metro. We're at Burj-Aman right now, and we got to make it to Al Riga. Okay, so we got to pick up our Knoll cards, which is their like stored value transportation card that's got on all like the buses and the trains and the trams and everything else around here. So it looks like there are 3 different kinds. The red one, which is a temporary one, you can only put 10 trips on, and then you got to throw it away. There's a silver one, which is like a stored value one that you can use kind of indefinitely, and then there's the gold one, which is that same thing, but you can get on the gold cards. We don't know what those are like, but they sound very fancy. I think we're just gonna go with the silver one. Just get the regular, not expiring silver one. Regular. Nope. All right, 25 AED, and then the almighty Noel card. All right.
Yay! Well, this station is so cool. And it's so clean. I love how many forms of transportation there are here.
Here's what the gold car looks like versus the silver car. Just an FYI, each ride costs double if you do pick the gold car. Okay, what the heck is that thing? Wow, we gotta go check that out.
Station is Max.
There it is. Pretty easy spot. You know, I've been really appreciating how many options there are for getting around the city. There's the metro, there's the buses, there's the little scooter things you can take, as well as bicycles you can rent. On top of all of those is definitely the taxi system here. It's relatively affordable to get around, definitely like outside of our budget range to be able to take it everywhere. But for sure, that seems like the most efficient and fastest way. Like, it took like 45 minutes for us to get here via the metro, but it would have taken like 10 minutes had we taken a taxi. I think we're almost to the frame though. Wow, that's incredible.
I feel like whenever I think of Dubai, this frame is what I think of. I mean, of course, there's like the Burj Khalifa and all the incredibly massive tall buildings, but this frame I think is so interesting and cool, and I love that it like represents the old and the new. So like right on one side, looking through the frame, you can see Deira, which is where we're staying, where we spent the first part of today. And then on this side is the incredible, luxurious downtown Dubai area. Apparently you can go up the frame, which seems like a cool thing, but it costs 50 dirham, which is like $10, and I don't know if that's worth it and fits our budget. It's pretty cool to see from here.
I had seen this photo before and really wanted to see if we could replicate it.
Maybe on the far side?
I mean, that's probably a drone shot, but hey, let's try anyway.
Not quite.
Okay, not quite here. I think it's down by that construction site though. I think if we like hop in there, I think that'll be it.
Ah, the things we do for YouTube. Totally nailed it.
This is not how I was imagining it, but there it is. And the lamppost and this crane. Okay, so it's about that time of day where it's just way too warm to be outdoors, so we're gonna take the metro back to our hotel, chill for a little bit, and then head back out.
We noticed that a lot of the locals were doing this too. From like 2 to 4 p.m. every day, the heat just gets overwhelming.
The next station is Arriga.
Room tour, come on in. This is our massive hotel room here at the Hyatt Place Al Riga. It is incredibly beautiful. We paid $51 US per night here, which honestly, when we were looking for hotels here in Dubai, I was expecting it to be way more expensive and way out of reach. And it turns out there are tons of hotels in this price range in this area. So we have this massive king size bed, we have TV, all the amenities. We have this beautiful couch where we can sit and do work. But of course, as always, the best part, the view. It's just, they're so big that it's hard.
Nope, can't say stuff like that.
And this place comes with breakfast included. Honestly, this is the type of hotel that we would only usually stay in using points.
In case you're wondering how unusual luxury is for us,
Just look how tall this room is.
here you go.
It echoes. 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 Echo. It's much cooler now that it's like 5 o'clock, and we are headed to Burj Khalifa because there's supposed to be a ceremonial cannon to mark the end of fasting.
الأبواب تغلق. Doors closing. المحطة القادمة هي أبراج الإمارات. The next station is Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall. The final destination of this train is Exmouth.
Oh, there it is in person.
Seeing this thing in real life just doesn't make any sense. Like, how could anyone build something this tall? Especially in the middle of the desert.
I mean, wow. This entire place is just so beautiful. Grass, parks, and lots of people using it. All these just massive buildings surrounding you, full 360. But it doesn't feel like overwhelming. What a cool city. What a cool city. Okay, so we're here now to watch the Iftar cannon, which is a cannon that they fire off to tell everybody, hey, the fast is over for today. So now anybody can eat and drink as they please.
You could cut the tension with a knife. Right after the cannon shot, it felt like the whole city just exhaled, all at the same time. The mood immediately turned into a party atmosphere.
That shook. Oh my gosh.
You want some?
Picnic baskets sprung out of nowhere, stashed bottles of juice came out of everybody's pockets, packages of dates were everywhere to be found. The breaking of fast is a very, very happy time in Dubai.
Everything shook. That was so loud. So much more intense than I thought it was going to be. Whoa. Now you can hear the prayer call. I think now after prayer, this is when people can break their fast and drink water. It truly feels like a celebration and almost like a sigh of relief. Like as soon as the cannon went off, everyone just like celebrated and started drinking water. I saw a lady stuff her mouth with like a big piece of bread. Everyone's like picnicking out here at the park, and I think that's so incredible. I think we're gonna go check out the mall since we're here and then get our iftar on and have our first meal here. Very exciting.
I see these everywhere. Just like, oh man, oh, it's cold too. No way. So we just found out that this mall is huge. Like absolutely massive, mind-bogglingly so. We're gonna go check it out. We're not normally like shopping mall people, it's not normally our vibe, but it seems pretty cool.
These food delivery guys are the real Ramadan MVPs. Hundreds of these things raced out of the mall parking lot right after the cannon.
One thing that I'm really surprised by here is just how spread out everything is. Like, I don't know, for some reason I had in my mind, at least from like the images that I saw of Dubai, is that everything's kind of like jammed together and super duper tall. And there's huge streets and like the walking's really easy, but man, the city is just massive.
This mall has just about everything. Over 1,300 stores, a whole Chinatown,
Wow.
full-size ice skating rink.
We're at the ice rink. On to the next thing.
A dinosaur? A massive fountain.
See, it goes all the way down there. Whoa! This is second waterfall. Right there. As if one wasn't enough.
An aquarium?
We're not even paying to go into the aquarium, and you can get to see this whole thing right here for free. It's crazy. There are like 5 different sharks in here. A sawtooth shark, maybe?
And the centerpiece of it all. Oh, hello, literally everybody.
These must be some famous fountains. I was mostly watching from other people's screens because I can't see.
And with that, we only had one thing on our minds.
The next station is
Back in the neighborhood, time for food. It's been too long.
This looks cool. Oh, sorry. Thank you. We just walked by this place and we were like, yes, this looks super cool. I mean, we're eating outside. All the food here looks really good and pretty affordable. It looks beautiful. I think they're about to deliver us some bread. I'm not sure.
It's really hard to describe just how incredible this moment was.
Oh, wow. I don't know if it's because we've been fasting all day or that hummus is incredible. It's so good.
Okay, so I got the kebab plate, not spicy. I was gonna get it spicy, but then I remembered what the guy earlier today said, which is that if you don't want to be super thirsty all day when you're fasting, you have to not eat spicy food. And then we also got hummus, you got a shawarma plate, and also some french fries. Okay, I remembered some of his advice.
Iftar is truly a glorious time of day here.
So he gave me the option to have a shawarma as a wrap with bread on the table or just wrapped like this, and he said this was better, so dip it in and let's see. Oh my god, Wow, that is so good. It tastes like juicy shreds of meat mixed with tabbouleh, I think, and like vegetables. And it's like nicely wrapped in this bite-sized shawarma that's like toasted.
I got just a thing called kebab. I'm not entirely sure how to best eat it, but I'm gonna put one of these on here. Some of this, probably a couple of these. Yeah, maybe another one of these. With the hummus, yeah. Just everything on the table going into this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a hungry, confused boy. Kebab meat is spectacular. Super like nicely spiced, as well as like the garlic sauce. The garlic sauce is so good. Oh man. What a feast. It's just a feast we got tonight. Iftar is the best time of the day, for sure, for sure.
This is so much food.
Oh man, that was so good. So good. All of it. So we spent like almost $40 on just that one meal, which kind of feels like the right way to approach Iftar. You know, we're just like, you're fasting all day, you don't really buy anything, and then all of a sudden you just blow it all in like one crazy huge meal, which is what we just did. So now we're on our way back to the hotel because we got to be up for suhoor, for breakfast, at like 3 in the morning, which is 5-ish hours from right now. So.
Right, we're trying the strategy that the guy gave us yesterday. Just rice, meat, tons of fruit, drink some juice, and then have exactly 3 cups of green tea. No more, no less. What I love is just there's so much good food so early in the morning, and everyone here is so dang peppy for it being like 3 in the morning.
I've been feeling really self-conscious these last couple of days, trying to like get myself like psyched up to do this, mostly because I don't want to offend anyone, but everyone here has been so welcoming and friendly and helpful.
It was 4 a.m. and we didn't know what else to do, so we loaded up on water before the fast began and just went right back to sleep.
Day 2. Surprisingly good amount of energy. Might have something to do with the 5-hour nap that we just had after breakfast. But today is all about seeing the Jumeirah side of Dubai. Dubai created an entire island that's shaped like a palm so that people could live on the different palms. I think you can take a bus all along that route, and we're just gonna see what we find today.
All right, back into the world, onto the metro, see the frame on the way past. We were starting to get the hang of this.
We made it to Max Station, and now we're gonna catch a bus all the way to the mosque, I think. Lots of different forms of transportation here. We're trying to figure it out, but thank goodness for Google Maps. These are so cool. We're in this little pod that has air conditioning while we wait for the bus. So nice. I think this is us. So we just got to Jumeirah Mosque, and it is incredibly beautiful. You can take tours of the mosque. It costs 40 dirham per person, but we just missed the timing and it's closed right now. So I think we're just gonna walk around and then see it from afar and kind of respect, you know, the people that are inside worshiping right now. So.
Okay, so our original plan for today was to grab one of those scooters over there or one of these bikes and just like bike all the way down the coast, hopping from beach to beach to beach. But we just found out, unfortunately, you need not only a helmet but also a high-vis jacket to be able to ride any of these things, and then also to be able to take the scooters. I think you need to do like a 1-hour online course in addition to that. So we don't have any of that stuff. So I think all the fun modes of transportation are out for today. So we're hopping on the bus.
The beaches here are absolutely beautiful and oddly just empty. Maybe the next one would have a little more life. So we hop back on the bus to keep going down the coast from empty beach to empty beach until we made it. Another souk.
Oh, it's right around this time of day, like 2 to 3 p.m. when this exhaustion and just super thirst comes in from the fasting. And it gets me thinking, like, most of the people around us are doing this for 30 days straight. They're getting up at 4 in the morning, eating breakfast. Maybe they don't even go back to bed. And I wonder if like all of them are just feeling like a little tired. I mean, nobody's showing it, right? Like people are out here working full shifts all day. It really gets me thinking, like, these people are tough. I think we're right outside of the souk Madinat Jumeirah, which is a cool kind of like covered shopping mall area that we're going to check out. Should have some really nice views of the Burj Al Arab, this big like sailboat looking building that's right up there.
At this point, we were really starting to wonder.
How do we get them home, though?
Was Dubai mostly just shopping in different forms? There were countless malls, souks, night markets, and we had seen and been in at least a dozen by now. This one was beautiful, but there had to be something more, right?
Okay, so it's kind of starting to feel like everything we're doing today is just like shopping, but in like different disguises. And I think we just need a change of scenery. Off to the Palm.
Are we at a construction site?
We're at a construction site, but we're trying to get to the Palm Jumeirah monorail, which I think is this way and that way. We are going from here to here.
The tram was expensive and honestly kind of a bust. You couldn't really see any of the palms from here. The only way to do that was to pay $20 more once you got to the end, or just check out this lovely stock footage. Ooh, wow.
It was a tram. It was cool. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought maybe I could see the arms. We would be able to see the arms or the leaves of the palm. You couldn't, because they're all like buildings and stuff. I think we're at a mall now.
Yep. The Palm was indeed more shopping. Maybe it was just the dehydration talking, but at this point we realized that this part of town just really wasn't for us. Time for a change of scenery and the best part of the day, Iftar. We made it to the Dubai Marina walk and things started to look up immediately.
beautiful. It's very lively. The lights are up. It's so pretty here. I think we're going to try to find a nice restaurant to sit and eat at. There's so many options. Also, some kind people at the hotel gave us these dates. They taught us this is a traditional way that people break fast here. So nice. Today was really challenging to travel around and fast, not have any water or food. And I feel like after having this date, I'm immediately brought back to life. I mean, I think when we came into this thing, thinking about fasting for Ramadan because we were going to be here, it was a lot of it was we wanted to be respectful and we wanted to understand. I gotta say, like day 2, part of me was struggling to understand why we were doing this, but I think now I have just a lot more empathy and understanding for people that do this every single day for 30 days because of what they believe in. Oh, that's fresh. I think a lot of the restaurants here are a little bit outside of our budget, but we just have to pick the right neighborhood, I think. So we might head back to our place and have our big meal there. For now, dates and water, pretty good.
We had searched most of the city, but it turns out that the answer all along was right outside our hotel, per usual. So back to Dira we went. Just a short 1-hour metro ride, and that's more like it.
This looks so fun. It's a night market. I love this. This is all Filipino food, I think.
This is amazing. We just got here from spending 2 weeks in the Philippines, and then bam, it's like we're transported right back there. I mean, we have a great love for all things Filipino, especially Filipino food. That's not what we came here for. So, yeah, I think we're gonna try to find something a little more Dubaian. Dubai.
There was another night market right across the street. Maybe this one. Okay, this was all Filipino food, all of which looks delicious.
Man, did that look good? The lumpia that they had in there? Oh, that looks so good.
But we were on a mission.
Perfectly puffy bread. How do they do it? You know, it looks so simple, but it's so good.
Then, some more bread caught our eye.
Oh, it just smells so good. Yes, we set up this shot. Yeah, because you need to see this in all its glory.
Okay, just look at this thing.
Hold on.
Can't even get it out of the bag. Just look. This thing was $1.50. It's called Afghani Sim Sim bread. This is like one of those location titles that we throw in the video. There you go. That's the spirit. That might be the best bread I've ever had. So we're gonna put the name of the bakery right here. And if you want to see like a map of every single place that we go to, as well as a city guide for Dubai that we made, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll just like list here, you can check all that out at our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Lisa and Josh. But anyway, I think now that I can finally think, right? Like now that I can think about anything more than just drinking water, I feel like I've realized that we're doing Dubai wrong.
We didn't bring enough money.
Yeah, I mean, budget for sure. I think $100 per day is kind of like right at that limit of just staying here and being able to do stuff.
At the end of the day, I think we love interacting with like the things and the place around us versus just like looking at things.
Yeah, and it seems like that's most of what you do in
For
Dubai
free.
is for free.
cool, but that's not the way that we normally travel.
Yeah.
And that's not what we look forward to when we travel. It feels like a lot of the best things in Dubai are like hidden behind an expensive ticket or a tour, which we generally avoid tours kind of like at all costs.
Yeah.
We're more DIY travelers, and going on tours kind of feels like the opposite of that. We just need to stop fighting that. So what we did is we booked on the way home this super cool desert safari thing through Klook. Literally the cheapest tour that you can do anywhere in Dubai at all. $42 per person, and that's what we're gonna do all day tomorrow, and I'm super excited.
I am too.
I think this is gonna be great.
I'm really excited. I've never been to a desert.
You must have been to a desert at some point.
Where? When?
Just at some point, right? Screw the cardboard. We're gonna finish up our comical large bread thing here and call it a night. Yeah, up early in the morning once again. Sahur at 3:30, I think, tomorrow. Whew. See you then. Day 3. Good morning. You know the drill by now. We're just going down for breakfast. But today actually felt different, because today we had a game plan. Okay, things are feeling a little bit easier today, I'd say, with the whole getting up at 3:30 in the morning and then shoving like 1,000 calories in our faces and then going back to bed after that and somehow not being tired for all the rest of the day.
Easier. That doesn't sound hard at all. Eat and sleep.
Eat and sleep. Today is the day that I am most excited for out of all the days that we've been here in Dubai. We are going on a desert safari. And if you're wondering what that means, I think they just bring you out to a desert. Most importantly, do some dune bashing where you get this cool 4x4 fly all around the desert. I think it's gonna be really fun.
It's time to go to the dunes. They're here. Let's go.
We drove around for hours picking up people on all different sides of the city until we finally all made our way 2 hours out to the middle of the desert. The drive was long until we stopped at, you guessed it, another shopping opportunity. No time for shopping today, Dubai. There's dudes out there that need some bashing. Okay, I know this looks really, really fun, but in reality, this was like 10 times more awesome than it looks right now. It was awesome. 30 minutes later, we arrived, shaken to our cores, to the Universal Desert Camp. Next up, ATV time.
I love the scene of just like, they just set up an office, just over here.
Our theory last night that most great things here were locked behind tours turned out to be right. We seem to keep relearning this lesson everywhere we go. We come in with our expectations, our normal way of doing things, and then we try to force that onto the place that we're visiting instead of just doing things the way they do it here. I hope this is the last time that we need to learn this lesson, but I'm pretty sure it won't be.
Oh man, that was super fun. There is more sandboarding to be done, so that's what we're doing. And then maybe we'll get dinner soon. I think it's, God, yeah. It took a long time to get out of here, huh? Fourth busted.
Oh no.
We're gonna give it a try anyway.
Oh gosh. You need some wax?
Yeah. Come on. A little faster.
We finally got to sandboard.
That was super fun.
And then we made our way into camp for glorious Iftar. The camp was massive, basically split up into fancy people dining area, and then the seating area for the rest of us.
Like one of these?
Yeah.
So this is for sure a full day tour. Like with how long it took to pick everyone up, driving all over Dubai, all the traffic, getting out here, dune bashing for a little while. Yeah, it's almost sunset already, and I know that it feels like that just went by quick. It did for us too. Yeah, I think we're just waiting for food. I think we're going to start eating right at Iftar. I think right around 6:45, not too long from now. And they're going to start the shows. Can't wait.
This guy was ready for both, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot. You're safe here.
It is almost sunset o'clock, which means beautiful views over the dune. Pretty fun day overall. It's been like really adventurous and fun and relaxing at the same time. Doing the shared adventure actually was a good thing because we ended up meeting cool new people. Get to top it off with the sunset view and some tasty food soon. Can't wait.
The buffet was delicious and chaotic.
This looks so good.
Just a few minutes later, the lights dramatically went down, and then this happened.
Please don't forget your belongings on the way out, and you will find your drivers at the welcome area at the exit of
Did you see the fire? The fire. That was a lot of fire. Perfect perfect last day here. Incredible.
And just like that, the show was over, and so was the tour. We hopped back in our van and bounced all the way back to our hotel. You know, I'm not really sure how to sum up our time here in Dubai. I mean, I think if you're into big buildings, fancy sports cars, endless shopping malls filled with endless luxury stores, slam dunk, you're gonna absolutely love it here. But you know us, that's not really our cup of tea, and honestly, we struggled at first. We kept searching for depth among all the extremes. Yeah, this place is the biggest building in the world, and the deepest pool in the world, and the biggest mall in the world, and I'm sure 25 other biggest things. But it felt like something was just missing. At times, it felt like Dubai had everything, but also nothing at all. I mean, we came to Dubai expecting all the glitz and glamour that's par for the course here, but what we didn't expect to find? A city known for being hyper-modern, yet still celebrating its traditions and religion. A city too big to be true, but with pockets of realness and culture scattered between the endless skyscrapers and malls. And the people here, the kind, hard-working migrant workers from all over the world that run every aspect of this megalopolis. Like the waiter at our hotel that fed us at 3:30 every morning even when we showed up a little bit late. And the tea shop owner that helped us figure out how to fast in the right way. Our incredibly skilled dune basher who navigated the desert with the greatest of ease, and just countless more. Once we found all that, Dubai turned out to be actually pretty sweet.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Alright, see you guys later.
There was just one more thing we had to do.
I'm so excited. Look at this. It's so pretty.
You're still here? Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this thing. So, one more thing. If you got an extra day after your trip to Dubai, you might want to come down to Abu Dhabi. So we're standing in front of this mosque right here, which is free entry, and it's only like a $7 2-hour bus ride just to get down here. This place looks just absolutely incredible. But either way, just wanted to say thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Oh yeah, by the way, to get to the mosque, you guessed it, you gotta go through them all.
Gonna close all the way. Never. Uh-oh. No, it's gonna get halfway and then somebody's gonna walk up. No, it's back there. Nope, nope, nope. Baby carriage.
I think we need this. I don't care. Put them in our entry room. Then when our friends with kids come over, we just like, we take pictures. What do you? Yeah.
He's a big boy.